welcome to another episode of Rust and Motors. Today I'm going to try and tackle some of the rust on the Peugeot 309. So that's a little spot on the sill and hopefully a little bit in the engine bay. I might just wire wheel that with a wire cut brush, treat it and give it a lick of paint. So we'll see how that all goes today. So the piece on the sill that I mentioned is this piece here, and oh god, look at that, fucking horrible on it. MOT repairs for you. So the plan is I'm going to start off with a 40 grit flappy disc and then work my way up to a sanding pad if I have any. I think I have some somewhere, and then just try and get it back sort of neat as I can, and then I'll just stone chip the sill. So we'll see how that goes. So I've got rid of the worst of the weld protruding sort of the line of the sill with the 40 grit flappy disc. As you can see, it's a lot smoother now. I mean, there's a couple of little divots, but we can get those out with the sanding pad. So basically, a little sanding pad that you put on a little plastic wheel. It just allows you to sand with an angle grinder. Remember, folks, always remember your PPE. Decent set of goggles with the rubber sill so it sits around your face, and some air defenders. Don't matter if you're doing it at home or work. I know a lot of people tend to forget PPE when they go home from work, but no, always remember it. So that's the little area cleaned all up. Now, little rust prick there. There's nothing really to worry about. We'll put just a little smear of filler or something in there. The majority of it has been repaired. That's just a poor repair in the past. So it's all cleaned up now. We'll do that a little bit, give it a degrease primer, and then we'll stone chip the entire sill. Because if you look up here, we've got a bit of a wear patch there. So while the filler dries on that sill repair, I'll have to take a look at this now. I've just given it a wire brush with a manual wire brush, and I think what I'm going to do is just clean it up with a wire wheel and then just put some seam sealer back over it, because I don't think there's any need. It's not like it's rotten all the way through. So we use a wire wheel and a cut brush. We use some Dinitrol converter rust, basically converts the rust to clean metal, so they say, and then we'll put some brushable seam sealer back over the top. So I've got the seam sealer across there now. What I've done is the more visible side, I just ran a strip of masking tape down, so then when you apply the seam sealer you can peel it off and you get a nice neat edge. The other side I wasn't too worried about because it's sort of mostly hidden behind, well, underneath the headlight. So I'm going to leave that as seam sealer because I don't want to try and hide it with stone chip or nothing, because I'm leaving this here because it's, you know, try and make it an honest car. So next off, I'll go back, I'll sand up the filler on the sill, and then we'll mask up for ready for under this stone chip spray. So we've masked up the door seam, and I've also masked on the inside edge there, and then what I've gone and done is I've keyed the whole sill up with a 120 grit, and then I've degreased it with some panel wipe or some panel prep to get rid of any contaminants, and then I'm going to use some white primer first. Just it's the only primer I've got lying around there, and then go over the top with the stone chip. Rag fell off the wheel, look. Didn't want that, did we? So I've now got the sill all painted and lacquered up, as you can see. Looks very nice and shiny. Bit hair there. Just makes it look a bit more presentable when I come to sell the car. instead of a scabby old sill, really bad MOT repair. You can still see where the repair was, but it's a lot less in your face. I mean, you know, you can clearly see where it was, but it isn't in your face anymore. And also done the seam sealing in the engine bay. So I ended up doing along here in the end just to make it look neater, and that spot along the front there. So that's the rust repairs done on the car. The next step is, which I've already started doing, is to clean up this sealant around here. So join me next time for that video, as I'll make that a second part. Thanks for watching.